Hi, this is Kelly Loves K-Pop. I'm Kelly. Today we're going to do a reading on Yuta. It's going to be an ideal partner reading, which is kind of like a layered reading I do. Usually we follow it up with like a current energies reading, so really it'll be about 2 readings. But we're going to go ahead and look into it. I use my Caroline Miss archetype cards, and then I'm using my Magic of You Oracle. It's going to lay on top of that. You'll see what I'm talking about. If you've never seen my ideal partner readings, then welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think of these kinds of readings. Oh, there are many types of ideal partner readings on the internet, but this is mine. I don't really do love readings, so anybody who's new, also please know that I will look up an ideal partner, which is like basically ideal traits for the person or traits they would themselves look for. This is not looking into their actual partner or who they will end up with. I don't do that kind of reading. I don't look into their partners at all, only the idol themselves. So with that said, let's go ahead and get this started. I will lay down 6 of these archetype cards, and then I will lay down 6 of the other. Let's see, hopefully these all fit here. And we'll make sure that these are in the viewfinder. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Let's scoot that up just a little bit. Okay, hopefully that didn't mess anything up for you guys. Alrighty, so now we'll go ahead and get the other deck. And I will try to hold these up for you because I know it's a bit of a glare. Now for the archetype cards, there are light and shadow attributes. For the oracle cards, there is only one like clarifier. So they will not have reversals, only the archetype cards. But, you know, I'll explain more of that when we get to it. Feels like it's been forever since I did one of these readings. Okay. So we'll start with the first 2. Woo! Oh, I forgot all my jewelry and everything. Oh well. So we have the Monk Nun in the shadow attribute, which is negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety. Then we have liberation for yourself. So he may feel stuck in not just religious systems, but general systems expectations. You know, he's an idol. He may feel that he's not allowed to, you know, show more of who he is. So the partner will definitely be someone who encourages him to be himself. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So he's looking for a partner who's going to help him feel more open and more confident in showing the world kind of like his true personality, not feeling so stuck in his persona or in the expectations of him by the people around him, whether it be fans, the company, his group, religious, family, all kinds of things. This is just about like breaking free of those chains and allowing the world to see who you truly are. So someone who encourages that, or they themselves is very free and doesn't care for the rules, doesn't care for societal expectations, we'll put it that way. All right, so the next one, ideal partner, we're gonna have the hero or heroine in the shadow, which is escapism and a false sense of heroism. And then epoch, which is a pause in your journey. So I think this is definitely about like, stop feeling like you have to be perfect. So again, this kind of backs up the initial set of cards where someone who says you can be messy, you can be a person, you can have flaws, it's okay. Like, there's not an expectation on them to be perfect. You don't have to have this fake sense of heroism if that's not who you are. You don't have to save the world. You know, you don't have to live with these crazy expectations on your shoulders. So again, someone who is a bit more of a free spirit for him, someone who is kind of outside of or someone who isn't afraid to be like an outsider, basically. Which I think would probably resonate for him, being someone who is an immigrant or is working in a country that isn't where they grew up. So then we have a seeker in the light attribute, which is thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. And then we have solitude, alone but not lonely. So again, I said this person is probably an outsider. They're probably a bit more of a loner. When you don't really like society's rules and you don't really want to play with them, you probably aren't a member of the active society. So maybe they are a bit of a loner. Maybe they are a bit of someone who kind of creates their own safe space, safe world to exist, and that isn't a part of the overall like public. It could be that this person you know, is not a celebrity. In fact, probably doesn't like celebrity life or that kind of thing. They want to be alone. But the truth seeker to me kind of feels like it's also maybe the type of job they do or that they're into is something that you have to kind of do alone. They have to be alone for work or travel or something like that. So something like a programmer kind of came up in my mind. But again, these are idealized traits, so it's not like this person is actually who they are. It's like almost what Yuta kind of views would like for himself. So, but like someone who is maybe someone who is more of a homebody or things like that, but they're also well educated and kind of a type of person that kind of keeps learning. So they're not like out partying, they're like at home studying, that kind of person. Let me get a sip of my coffee real quick. And then we have Avengers in the Shadow. You had Hero in the Shadow, no Avenger. Resorting to violence in the name of a cause. And then doable, the key is within your grasp. So there may be times when he feels a little helpless, when he's not sure how to do. He's in like a fight or flight response. So this is about giving him confidence. That's not to imply that he is violent in any way, but it may be like when, you know, it could be that he's quick to anger or that he's not good with like talking things out. You know what I mean? Like he gets to that place where he's helpless or fight or flight. Maybe sometimes, you know, when he gets like almost like crippled by not knowing how to communicate those kind of feelings. And this is about someone who is either understanding or is going to help him be better at like communicating instead of feeling aggressive when he gets frustrated. So there's going to be some of that, like some of like a teacher aspect in how to control his emotions is what I'm seeing. And then we have the Poet in the Light, which expresses soul insights in symbolic language. And then tangibility, which is make your dreams real. So again, this could be someone who pushes him in his art since he is an artist. It could be someone that they're, like I said, they're not celebrity, but maybe they're on the other side that helps push people into that or helps back up or is a supporting role for artists in that kind of way. Either way, there's like some kind of creative or poetic aspect to this person, or, you know, they just understand art and encourage art in that kind of way. Like, I don't know, just someone who's like really supportive of that. And then we have Firkun and the Rebel in the Shadow, which was rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. So we're seeing some anger, low-lying anger issues for Yuta. And Firkun is become a loving mirror. So this is kind of like be the change you want to see. You can't, you have to, you know, kill them with kindness. You have to lead by example. Like all these things, you can't just expect people to know how you want them to treat you. So there's some issues with that. Like show them how they're being, but be kind about it. And also, show them how you want them to act by acting in that way. So it could be also that that person is kind of similar to him also in a lot of ways in the way they deal with people. So it could be like, you know, just because someone is encouraging or someone is helping you through something doesn't mean that like they're a master at it themselves. They're probably also learning how to do it, and that's why they relate to you in your struggle. So there could be some of that this person kind of feels like a mirror, but because of that they can kind of help each other and see what's wrong with what they're doing. Like there's good communication there about the problems. But also that's something that I think Yuta is going to carry with him into his everyday life and learn how to handle people he doesn't like, you know, in that way, you know, and kind of a kill him with kindness kind of way. And I feel like that's a lot of what he already does, but it's kind of like encouraging that and maybe stepping it up to the next level. And showing him maybe he's not so powerless. He does things in a different way, but that doesn't mean he needs to take that criticism and internalize it. He can just be like, hey, you don't like it? That's okay. There's a lot of things I don't like either. So there's kind of like that. There's a lot of like issues, I think, with him feeling alienated, feeling frustrated, not sure how to communicate, and feeling like limited in his space, and just kind of wanting a person that helps him break out of that and helps him understand his feelings and helps him feel like who he is okay. You know, he may have things he needs to improve, but like he's a good person still. So, I mean, relatable, right? I don't think he sounds like he has crazy expectations. In fact, he sounds like he has pretty good expectations, and the things he's struggling with sound like also things you deal with when you're in a very limited situation and you're kind of the outsider, which he is. So that's what I have for his ideal partner reading. So now we're just going to do a quick current energies reading and see how he's doing right now. So I'm going to break out my Lost Hollow because we're in October and I want to break out some of my spookier decks. We're going to go ahead and whoops, see how Yuta is doing. I love this cardstock. Anyway, so, okay, Yuta. Yuta, how are you right now, sir? How are things, Yuta? Okay, that one flew off. One more time. Okay. Okay, there's a lot of kind of heavy cards going on, so he's going through some personal changes, I can tell you that. So we have the two, it starts with the Two of Cups, which can mean collaboration. It can also mean love or union, or people coming together, ideas coming together, people, all kinds of things. So we'll see if this reading expands here. If I can pick it up. Give me that. Okay. So then we have the Two of Swords in reverse. So this is a choice. But in reverse, it's almost like a choice you don't get to make. Three of Wands. Oops. Hopefully you guys can see these cards. It's not too glary. Three of Wands. Come on. Oh, come on. Okay. Three of Wands. So this is usually about ambition. You have the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. Eight of Swords in the reverse, so no, I can't. This table is so smooth I can't pick everything up. So we have the Eight of Swords in reverse and then the Wheel of Fortune also in reverse. So that's really interesting because it's causing it's like unbeatable odds, but I guess in this case, the Eight of Swords is talking about something that you can't overcome, because usually upright, it's like you're stuck, but if you take the time and have a little patience, you can get out of it. Strength is also in reverse, so it kind of makes me feel like, yeah, there's nothing they can do. It's almost like some company or someone changed their mind. What's this? This is the Five of Swords. Judgment in reverse, Hangman in reverse, sacrifices, things not being acknowledged. Five of Wands is like too many other people are involved. Like, there's a Three of Wands, but other than that, I'm not seeing a lot of wands. There's another Four of Swords here, which is almost like waiting, waiting your turn or waiting for the next opportunity. Like, you kind of have some things, but it's not what you want. You're like waiting for something better. So I don't know for this comeback if they were supposed to have a collab, or he had something he was personally working on that the company just like squashed. If he had songs he was pitching for it or something else, you know, because a lot of times the stuff for the comeback was already picked like months ago, and right now they're already working on the next thing. So it could be something like that. Like he collabed, or he brought someone in that he was trying to work with, and the company has kind of just like, no, we're going with someone else, or we're going with something else, and he doesn't really have any say in what's happening. He kind of looks like a lot of like helplessness, being looked over, sacrifices, and just kind of like having to wait to do it again. But it's really interesting because it doesn't, I don't know if it's a song. It kind of feels like it's more of an idea. It's really interesting. See if I can't pull just a couple more cards. Like, what is this? What is this? Is this a song? Is this a concept? What is this? We have the Center reverse, Justice, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. I don't know why, but this feels like there's some kind of weird punishment involved. Because, like, it's like there's unhappiness about it, but feeling like it's part of the game. It's part of like what he deals with, because it's like it's fair. It's like he doesn't feel like like it's more than just about him in a way. Page of Swords is like, it is an idea, but the Ace of Cups is something that he feels strongly about. I wonder if this is about a relationship. It could be about a relationship that the company has squashed, because I'm still seeing the cup, because we got another cup here at the end. And that would make sense for Justice being in reverse and Wheel of Fortune and stuff being the other way around, because it's like, it's not going to be good for them, basically. Like, so I wonder if there's something behind the scenes where he got caught being in a relationship and the company is like, no. I mean, it could have been indirectly, you know, because I don't know if the company can actually make them break up with someone. Obviously, like, a lot of these idols do this stuff like on the low. But it does seem like maybe he just got found out and the person doesn't want that or something. Because the Justice is upright. Like, it's almost like I have to respect what they want, right? Like, but he's not happy about it. He feels like he didn't get a say, right? So it does kind of feel like maybe someone broke up with him when they got found out, or they're scared they're gonna get found out or something like that. It's either a person or like an idea he has that like got shut down. But the cups make me think maybe it is a person. But that's the best I got for his current energies right now. The current energies readings are always just like a little peek. They're not really meant to be anything too big. But as always, please take everything with a grain of salt. These are for entertainment purposes only. If you like what you see and you want to see me do a video on your favorite idol, I do have I have a Patreon where a certain tiers you can join, and you can suggest and vote on what my videos are going to be, and those videos you'll have first access to before they go to the YouTube channel and all that good stuff. I also have a coffee page where you can make a donation and choose the topic of the next video if you don't want to wait, and if you don't want to be part of the vote in the community, and receive all the other cool freebies that I have on the Patreon. But that's what I got for today, kids. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you really soon, okay? Bye.